See Dev, voix.
But to value the thing, yeah.
The move correct. The thing get here. The move correct. In and war and the thing get here. What you dance? Bounce a mukubye check. Ate waiter mukubye bill. Ate hater mulide jabu. Kugambye what you dance. DJ suit the tune. Huncha let's move. Baby Bankuba Bucho dance. What you dance? Bounce a mukubye check.
Hi, my name is Natasha. In Africa, we have over 420 million youth that are either unemployed or underemployed. With the pandemic situation, this has even gotten worse, with many being laid off, payments being cut, and others working with the fear of contracting the disease from their places of work. While all we can do is ensure the SOPs, we have decided to solve the aftermath, which is the high levels of unemployment. Meet Waape, a digital space where talented individuals can make amazing use of their talent, employers can hire talent, and tasks can be accomplished satisfactorily. Think of it as a space that meets us at our points of need, particularly for the staffing and recruitment needs. You will love it here. Meet Collins, who will give us a brief background story of the formation of Waape and the amazing features of this product that we are all excited about.
The story of Waape is one that most of us can really connect to. You've been in the job hunt or the job search and seem to be failing miserably. Sometimes the reason you get for rejection is that you're either underqualified, not qualified at all, or you just lack the academic qualifications or the experience at times. Sometimes they might even be blunt about it and just tell you you're not right for the job. Most of these reasons given for the job not being yours are sometimes out of your control. And you might have the amazing skill set, you might be a perfect fit for it, but because there are biases that exist in the job process and hiring that prevent you from getting that role, you end up not getting it. This problem was faced by most of our friends within our circle at Waape. While some of us were able to get into jobs and opportunities without necessarily having the qualifications and the requirements, not many of our friends got the same opportunities. And this got us thinking, how can we make these same opportunities that we were given more accessible to people like you or to some of our friends that were not given the same chance? How can we get gigs that are not really caring about your qualifications or where you studied or how much experience you have and make them more accessible within the gig economy that we live at? And that's when we came up with Waape. At Waape, we pride ourselves with making sure that all the recruitment, all the hiring that's done is completely free of biases. And we do that with one thing called blind matching. You'll learn more about that as we go on. But to take you through the slew of features that we have in store for you today, and we're so thrilled to be telling you about this, I'm going to start it off by telling you how you can get started. Let's talk about the sign up and login process. Quite simple. Once you land on the sign up page or the login page, you have two options for signing up and joining us. You could enter your email manually and type it in, or you could use one of the existing social auth options that are available, including Facebook, Twitter, Google, LinkedIn, and GitHub. With these, with just a click of a button, we're able to get you set up and an account created to enable you get access to this. Now, the next step after that is to just give us more information about you. Depending on the auth type that you selected or the sign up feature that you used, if you used email, at this point, we'll ask you for your first name and last name. And the first name and last name helps us identify who you are and actually get to know who is the person on that other side. Next up, we'll ask you for your country. Now, the reason we ask for the country is because we want to curate these opportunities and make them specific to a geographical region where you are able to prosper in your expertise. After having selected your country, we now get to the next two steps. You're either here to work and find gigs and opportunities, or you're here to hire our amazing talent and individuals on the platform. When you select work, the next thing for you is to run through your freelancer onboarding that will be covered later by one of my colleagues. However, if you select that you're here to hire, the next steps are actually quite simple, and it's all about verification and getting you set up with that person you're looking to hire. All in all, It takes you under 1 to 2 minutes at most to get completed with the sign up and login process. And we've made this process so smooth to make sure that there are no encumbrances preventing you from getting started to find your next gig or to find your next match that you can count on. I'll pass it over to Basil to take us through the freelancer onboarding. See you on the other side.
To join Waape as a provider is as easy as XYZ. Remember, a provider is anyone who has skills and abilities that can be commercialized. They could be a web developer, graphics designer, photographer, video editor, name it. So, to join as a provider, all you need to do is fill out your profile thoroughly and accurately. To begin with, you need to select your area of expertise. This could be digital marketing, marketing strategy generation, search engine optimization, and so forth. The next step would be to fill in your skills proficiency. This is simply how adept you are in your field. You could be on entry level. This is 0 to 2 years. You could be an intermediate. This is 2 to 4 years. Or you could be an expert. This is 5 years plus. The next step would be to fill in your education background. However, this is optional, given that it's not prerequisite at Waape to have all these academic qualifications, but rather your skills and services that you can. The next thing would be to have your work experience. But yet again, this is also not very vital for reasons aforementioned. After this, the language section is next. Here, you simply have to select how vast you are with the English language. And after that, you can select another language you speak, for example, in Luganda. After that, you'll have to insert your hourly charge. This can be changed depending on the different gigs that come your way. After this, you will add your career summary. This is a brief summary about who you are and what you've done before. Be sure to paint a very clear picture, a very clear and attractive picture of who you are and what you've done before. Blow your trumpet if you must. When that's done, you'll need to upload a profile picture. This needs to look professional, have a clear resolution, be of a neutral background, and have only your face. And when that's done, please fill in your location. And finally, fill in your telephone number. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Waape Wanja, and I am glad to be a part of this lounge and to be a part of telling you about some of the features we have. So I will be talking about the key verification features we have on the system, and one of them is the email verification. So when the user enters their email, they do get a link on their email, and doing the verification is as easy as the click of a button. So they just click on the links they received and they can continue through other onboarding processes. This allows us to ensure that the email is valid and also that it belongs to the user. A lot of communication goes through the email, so it's very, very important that we ensure the email they've entered is the correct one. The next verification we do is for phone number verification, which happens when the user will enter their phone numbers and then they receive a code on their phone numbers through SMS. Once they receive the code, they enter it in the system and they get validated. Verifying the phone numbers is very important since the payments are done through mobile money and some of the communication also happens through SMSs. We will not want a case where the money was sent to the wrong person. So it's very important that we ensure the phone numbers are valid. The next verification done is for ID verification. So we use any form of official documents like the national ID, passport, or the driving license. So the user just has to have the document there during the process, and then the system will match the image on the document with the image of their faces, and it will also take the details from the document. This is very important. It allows us to authenticate the people, to allow us to know who our customer is, and make sure that the user who's signing up is the actual user on the document. So all of this is just to ensure we tighten our belt on security and give our user a very streamless experience. Thank you. Over to you, Frank.
Driving back to the portfolio. What is a portfolio? This is going to be a collection of your works. Did you lead the most successful campaign on Twitter for a certain brand? Did you help them get out there? Share that with us. Share it on your portfolio. We want to know. We want to match your talent to the best gigs available on the job market on the Waape platform. Now, let's look at it in this format. A client has submitted a task for a graphics designer. You have your portfolio. You have the logos you've worked on for these companies, company A, company B, company C. Another one has submitted. They don't have anything on their portfolio. Who do you think the client will go for most? Of course, that will have to be you. You come on top as the best talent available for them. Now, leaving the portfolio and how you're supposed to do it, let us switch a bit to services. We switched now to services. We were talking about works, but what are your works? Are you a graphics designer? Are you a web developer? Are you an Android developer? We need you to share this service so that we match it with the most relevant gigs available on the Waape platform. Now, how do you add your service and how does you sharing your service help us? When you share your service, you have to share your rating, you have to share the hours that you'll be readily available so that all this is done perfectly to make the perfect fit. Now, if you share your rating, you have to make sure that if the gig is available, however good it is, it should be able to be your worth. We want to know your worth. What are you worth? Share with us your rating. Your rating will be how much you charge per hour, how much you charge maybe for a project. It could be a fixed rate. We want to know because our clients operate on a budget and we want to know whether you will be able to be the perfect fit in their budget while providing the best fit into our customers' budget. To add your service, all you have to do is click on your profile, enter the service, the rate, and the time you'll be available readily for our clients to be able to start working with you.
Hi, I'm Edward. I'm going to take you through job posting and job review with the Waape platform. In the normal case scenario, recruiters normally post their job openings using newspapers, websites, or using the word of mouth. And with all this, they receive a bunch of applications. And they have to go through all those applications till they choose their rightful candidate. And with all this, it is so costly for the job recruiter. And in the normal case scenario in Uganda, completing the job recruitment process, starting from advertising towards the last stage of hiring the correct talent, costs around 2 million shillings. And with all this, Waape, here comes Waape, the online platform that is going to take off the burden of the recruiter. One, there are several features in the Waape platform, and I'm going to talk about the first feature, posting a job. It is easy posting a job when you want candidates to fill in that job. The first steps is you log into our platform, go to the hire section, and go to the job tab, and then start filling in the necessary requirements that you want for that job posting, especially the skills. You are going to utilize even further features like the filter feature to properly filter out your skill set that you want. On top of that, you can add in a good feature, which is posting in your exact amount that you are offering for that job. So once that all is done, all you have to do is post. The next feature I want to talk about is the talent pool. Waape has a vast talent pool that you can have access to. You can view several individuals' profiles, filter out the exact skills that you want, and then invite them for a job offer or job opening that you have posted. And in real time, once you invite them for that job opening, they're able to, in real time, receive a notification, one through email and also on their Waape dashboard. And with all this, we streamline everything in the platform, further ahead, putting a chat feature whereby you'll be able to chat, be able to talk more information about the job that you're offering, and then further ahead conclude on the job offer. And with all this, Waape simplifies the process of job recruitment straight ahead from advertising to hiring the rightful candidate. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your journey hiring with Waape.
So next up, I'm going to get onto a call with Ebere calling us from Nigeria to talk about how you can actually post a job as an employer. I'll see you there in a few.
Hello everyone, my name is Ebere. I'm here to take you through how to review job proposals and approvals. So, you are a freelancer and you are on the Waape platform. As a job post is posted by an employer, you can either get invited or you could search for the job yourself on the Waape search bar. On getting to the job listing page, you click on the Submit Proposal button. On the proposal, you get to insert information like how much you would like to be paid and any other job supporting information or attachment. You click on the Submit button and wait for approval from the employer. As an employer or a client, at Waape, we have features that enable you to view the whole talent pool on the Waape platform. You could post a job listing and invite freelancers to the job. Any interested freelancers would then go ahead and submit a proposal on your job listing. After this is done, you will receive a notification. You can then go through the proposals submitted by the freelancers and approve the one that you think. You do this by clicking on the Hire button on the approvals page. As an employer, here are some of the things you should consider if you want to hire the best freelancer for your job. 1, write a good job post. The easiest way to do this is by making sure that the job title is right and detailed. You have your job description, the job duration, and your budget. The easiest way to attract high quality and relevant candidates for your work is by making sure you've written a clear job post. At Waape, we make that very easy for you. And another thing is to shortlist freelancers. And by doing so, you need to carefully review your freelancer's proposal, where they outline the scope of the work and let you know why they're a good fit for the job. Check if they've worked on similar projects before and if they have the necessary background that is needed for your job. Take a look at their profile. Waape and many freelancers might specialize in one or more subjects, so review the work details very carefully, especially the skills, the experiences, and their expertise. Once you've reviewed the shortlisted freelancers, you can then make a well-informed decision and approve the right freelancers for your projects. Thank you and all the best.
I'm pleased to be here to talk about Waape. Looking from where we began to where we are, it is an astonishing landmark, a true testimony of the Ugandan dream. For many of us, mainly the common folks, getting a place of work has always been a tug of war. The hassles of getting a place of work involve who to know or where to go. These issues have plagued and even embedded into the system of employment. What issues may this involve? Nepotism, the delay or lag of approval and payment of payment processes. This year, we as Waape were inspired to push past the boundaries of exceptional wisdom. We are working with Flutterwave, an online payment company that is packed with features that make Waape's experience adaptable to and convenient for both the user that finds the work and issues out the work. Involving Flutterwave, the amount that is due on the project will be transferred to the freelancer upon completion of the project. Truly an astonishing feature that we have included. Thank you very much.
Hello. So at Waape, we ensure ease and convenience in doing our jobs and making sure our services are given. And this is how someone or a provider can view our jobs and finally submitting the proposal. So you go to our website, you would have created an account already, log in, and on our website, you'll get to see our jobs, go through them, get to match your skills and your desires to any of the jobs that are filtered by category, job type, your level of experience, and the length of the project you're interested in. So click on the job, it's on a tap of a click. Click on the job, get its details like its requirements, match them to your skills. Get to submit your proposal. Remember, this proposal is what gets you into Waape. It's an automatic application. So get to give it your all. Give us your details, show us how you expect your pricing, and each and every detail asked from you. It's so easy to understand. Its information is pertinent. Then finally submit your proposal. It is an automatic application, remember? So sit down, relax, and wait for a confirmation message from Waape. At Waape, we ensure the pace, flexibility, and conveniency, which we give through our job postings. Try Waape, experience a world of variety. Trust our process, and we shall give you what you need in the shortest time possible. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I am the head of HR at Waape. My role here is simple. I am basically going to tell you about how we handle communications with freelancers. So it is very important to note that we have a chat or conversational section for our website that says that we are able to have conversations flowing between the clients and their employees. Yeah. So what this then does is that it enables the clients and the employees to carry out their job while doing negotiations and still working on the project. This is very important because it helps us also to ensure that there is a security between the two parties, just in case anything goes wrong. So we are able to notice that we are able to communicate while also still doing the security and ensuring that there's quality assurance between the two parties. So why this is then important? We think that having a conversational section on our website is actually very helpful because we are able to offer the two parties security, the clients and the employees. We offer them security of their conversations and also to enable them know that they can always rely on us in case anything goes wrong, because we are able to track the conversation that happened between them and their clients or the employees, depending on who is bringing the complaint forward, and see where exactly one party is going wrong, to also ensure that they are strictly following the terms of their contract, and also to ensure that no one is cheating the other. So notice that it helps us to boost the relationship through sort of a value chain, whereby we know that there's some sort of accountability that is going to happen between the two. So that then shows that we are able to follow up the conversations that they are having. And in case any person feels like cheating the other, that is not going to be possible because we are actually following the conversations. And yeah, that also ensures that they are able to do what is expected of them as per the contract. Thank you.
My name is Amanda, and I'm currently the head of business development at Waape. So we have provided a revolution to help everyone get to the talent that they need. Now, Waape has an immense talent pool, so we have helped make it easier to filter through the searches to get the perfect person for your job. For example, you could break your search based on category. Are you looking for someone in accounting, in maybe graphics design? Maybe you're looking for a carpenter, they have you covered. You could be looking for someone based on location. You want someone in a certain area, like say Lira Town, or you want someone who's based in Nigeria, you have that covered. Also, we could pick someone based on the job success rate, because Waape as a platform provides that information. Job success rate is you apply for a job, you get hired, you complete it satisfactorily, you get a rating. So the higher the rating, you know that that's as trustworthy as a person can be. So Waape is providing that. Now for the employees, for the talent, the providers, Waape has come to do it for you. So we have introduced this amazing thing known as line matching. when an employer looks for talent, goes to search for talent, and they filter it whatever way they want, based on category, hourly rate, whatever it is, the talent that is listed on that page shows only your skill set. It's only about what you can do. So it removes the bias of age, of say gender. Some people are like, I don't want this gender, I want what, yeah. It removes the bias of that age, gender, race, name it. All that goes into getting picked for a job is what you can do, which is ultimately is what Waape is about. But to make sure that the best person for the job gets that job. As long as you can get it done, you deserve that job. Yeah. So we look forward to having you on our platform. Make sure to wear your masks and stay safe.
Submitting your work just got easier. It is as easy as you hear it. By just a single click, you can hand over your work to the employer for approval. For the previous days, employees have had different ways of submitting their work, like for example through emails or WhatsApp. There are very many ways, but all these ways do not give you a guarantee, do not guarantee you security on the work submitted. And this is where Waape comes in, on the safety of your work. It is bringing you a platform that is giving you 100% security for your work. Work is submitted by the employee to the employer with ease, with ease, you understand? So let's take an example of a task or a project taken upon by a graphics designer. He is expected to accomplish his work by the end of the day. What he does, he sits down, drafts and schedules his work properly, and when he's done accomplishing his tasks, he sends the task to the employer. He sends all the resources, the files to the employer. And when the employer receives the work, he first gets a real-time notification notifying him that the work has been received to your account. The next step that is left is providing an approval for the work by the employer.
So, how does this actually work? The flawless functionality of our platform is evidenced in the ease of issuing and receiving payments. This is paramount for any job setting because it's usually the final step. With a top-notch certified integration of payment into our platform, we are able to have the employer transfer money to a secure account where it is held in trust on behalf of the employer and the employee. Once the employer marks the payment as complete, the money is instantly transferred to the employee, and the employee is able to receive this money on any account of his choosing, be it mobile money or a bank account. It doesn't get any easier because we have made it possible for you to receive payment as simple as possible with just a click on your phone or on your laptop, depending still on your choosing.
Hello everyone, I'm so glad to have you here. My name is Shemaine and I am a marketing intern at Waape. I'm here to help you get the best freelance gigs. So I believe that the freelancer's profile should be inviting, detailed, and straight to the point. So I am here to help you with some pointers that will enhance your profile. The first one would be the category. Seekers tend to go through the category to search for the talent they want. So it is very important for you to select yourself under the right category. The second one would be the job success. A job success helps seekers know how many jobs you have successfully managed to complete and the percentage of your job success. So the higher the percentage, the higher the chances for you to get chosen or hired. The third one would be the English level. This helps the seekers know if your English is basic or advanced, more especially if you are going to be working with people around the country, like not with people that speak the same language as you. Lastly would be our hourly rate. Hourly rate helps seekers know how much you charge for your services and helps them know if they can afford to match the price. I hope the pointers that I've given you will help you get more gigs. Now I will hand this to Natasha. Thank you.
That was Charmaine taking us through our freelancer reviews. Personally, I'm so excited about this product, and I hope you have all been excited as well with all the amazing features that you have explored. With pleasure, I would like to announce that we recently celebrated our first year anniversary, and we can't wait to walk all these coming years together with you. Stay tuned for our next stage, where you'll be meeting all our partners and all the startups that we are working with. I'd like to thank everyone that has been part of this event, and I hope you enjoy your journey with Waape. Cheers.